This is going to be all questioning. Okay? Okay. What is this?
Pulley.
What is this?
Wait.
What do we call it in class?
No.
What is this?
Pulley.
What is this?
Pulley.
Is it the same as this?
No.
What is this one called?
Removable.
Single fixed pulley.
What is this one called?
Movable.
Good, good. So what do you think this one's called? What kind? Okay. What about this one? What do you think this one's called? Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. Now let me ask you this. Why do these two loads stay in the air? Why doesn't one load drop?
Because they both have the same weight. Same weight.
Why doesn't the pulley help with one?
Because the string that the string that the loads are holding, they're in the same side, like they're holding the same amount of weight.
Okay. Can you add to that? Why doesn't one of these drop to the ground like these other two?
They're both weight the same, and also they're hanging by a stick. If they want them weighing more, then that one will drop.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Alexis, can you add to this?
Because they're using the same pulley and the same string. They have the same weight, so they have like almost everything same. So they have like the same amount of weight, and if you measure them, they're gonna have the same data too.
Okay. So, is there any mechanical advantage here?
A little.
Who says yes? Who says no? So, is there any mechanical advantage here?
No.
One more time. Is there any mechanical advantage here?
No.
Okay. Good. What about here? Is there any mechanical advantage? Is there any mechanical? Excuse me. Is there any mechanical advantage here?
Yes.
How do we know that?
Because
Go ahead.
it's putting it up when the string down. It's putting it up.
Okay. But what about this one? Isn't this working with gravity also?
Yes.
Okay. Can anyone add to that?
Mommy,
Yes?
it's also splitting up the weight because there's two, and it also has one load going down and one load going up.
Okay. So, how does this have mechanical advantage?
Yes.
Okay. And could you describe the mechanical advantage?
Yeah, the mechanical advantage is that they're splitting up the weight because one weight is putting one weight and the other is putting another weight.
Okay. What is splitting up the weight?
The pulleys.
Okay. So how much weight is this taking?
This is taking half of the weight.
Okay. And how much weight is this taking?
Half.
Okay. What about this one?
Wow.
What about this one? Watch this. Which one do you think has more mechanical advantage? Arnold.
The one all the way in the bottom. The last one in the bottom.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Arnold, why do you think this has more mechanical advantage?
Because if you pull down the other weight, it will
just lift up the rope, and if you let it go, it just drops down, so it's more force on it. It has more force on it.
Okay. But why, if both of these do exactly the same thing, then why does this one have more mechanical advantage? Yes?
It's putting more weight down.
But aren't these the same? Aren't these loads the same? All of them? All 6?
Yes,
Yeah.
but more strength. But that one has more strength than the other said. And also they have two pulleys together.
Okay. And why does more strings help us?
Because it force.
Could you explain that, Bianca? Or could maybe the two of you want to explain it together? Okay. Okay, Isela, I'm sorry.
The last one has more mechanical advantage because it has more string, and since the string takes up half of the weight, it's sort of like you don't have any weight because there's a lot of strings.
Okay. So, Itzela. I'm sorry, I'm really tired. Isela. I have an Itzel in the last class, and I have an Isela here. I'm really sorry, Isela. Isela, and I hope I don't say it again. Okay. What does it mean when we have more strings? What does more strings do for us? Can you describe that again in a different way?
More strings help us like pull it down easier, and the strings sort of divide the weight of the load.
Can you say that last part one more time, please?
The strings divide the weight of the load.
Okay. Now, if the strings divide the weight of the load, then what does that mean about the number of strings in a movable pulley system?
That there will be more strings to divide the weight on, and there will be less weight because there's like more than one string to split the weight.
Okay? Okay, now, could you say that one more time in a little bit different way? Just try to think, remake your sentence a little bit differently, okay? But I want pretty much the same thing. I want you to say pretty much the same thing.
If there's more strings, there's more space to divide the weight.
Okay? Okay, so what if I had more strings? Then what would happen? What if I had 6 strings?
More. It would jump to the floor. It would divide the load more, and it would be even less heavier.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Woohoo!